We're live right here with the CVMA Utah 49-1. We got good old Double Dutch.
You're supposed to introduce the president first.
It's all good. All right. He's not the president, though, buddy.
He's the commander.
We got the commander, K-Bar.
Dude, really?
I didn't say president. He said president.
No, I'm just saying. It's like, I mean, you went that direction before me.
I'm better looking.
I was testing it. I was testing it out.
I'm going to get your brake lines.
That's okay.
Don't worry, it already cut. My wife cut him, so I can't go nowhere.
No, I know. She met me in the garage. She was like,
which one of these is the brake line?
yeah, she's like, how do I get that insurance money?
Hey, everybody out there, if I die tonight, it's because these guys cut my brake lines.
You rode your bike over?
No.
Oh.
On a torn ACL?
What
Yeah.
are we testing to?
Some
Natty
Natty Light summer days.
Summer days. They're almost over.
That summer was ended a long time ago. Yeah, it's just
I got the
Bud.
Bud Select,
He's got the Bud Select.
and I'm drinking some of this amazing Delmore Scotch.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Hey, so,
What you holding there, boss?
well, it's the new poker chip.
Oh, heck yeah. Let me see that thing,
We playing
man.
poker tonight?
Yeah, check that out. Well, I mean, we can.
Let me see that. Ooh, brother to brother, IMBK. I'm going to go show this to the camera real quick.
These are 11.5 ounces of clay. Somebody told me that.
These right here, I took my time, but here's kind of where I feel a little guilty.
Why?
Well, I'll get into that. But
Okay,
let's introduce Brian.
Oh, we got some guests here tonight.
Yeah, they're off camera, but
Yeah.
we want to make sure they get the recognition. We got Brian.
But you got to introduce the sugar mama first.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She's the one that actually makes everything happen.
Like
right?
I said, man,
she's the breadwinner.
She looks like the chick from Howard Stern, man.
No, we already discussed that.
No, she does. She's like the producer chick that has
yeah,
the headphones, the glasses.
Yeah.
But
Brian's just sitting there going,
like,
"Quit talking about my woman."
Now it's getting, he's like dicks.
No, we have some guests here tonight from Tirfecta Inc. You might have seen some of their work. They've did our hoodies for us, our state hoodies, front and back. Some T-shirts.
No, they're going to do some. Well, they did the hoodies, but they're going to do some T-shirts as we ongoing. As we move forward.
And you might have gotten one of their wristbands that says "slut" on it.
Yep, I got two of them.
There's I have like 4 of them. My
My
kids
wife's gonna
attack each
bring
other
those
with
things
them.
down to Vegas, and we're gonna slap them on some of the hockey players'
absolutely.
skates.
Yeah.
Down the
Nice.
back part of the skates.
I just want to wear them down to Vegas so I can slap on someone's wrist.
That'd be awesome.
That's called assault.
Is it?
Yeah. So
It's only
poker
assault
chips.
if you actually touch someone.
So how K-Bar, why did you get the poker chips?
You know, I mean, the chapter.
I mean, they're cool.
We've got a couple of different things going on. First off, the chapter, its big ownership is around IMBK.
Mm-hmm.
I am my brother's keeper. It is the premier focus of what we're doing. Fill the boots back home.
Oh, let's fill the boots.
They've got their own poker chip.
We
Well,
haven't.
no,
we haven't
I know.
introduced them yet, though. Have
No,
we?
I know, but
we've had them both on the show.
so Strap Tank down there. I mean, Strap Tank has just been phenomenal. They're stepping up their game. They always have.
Wait, Gash, you had them on at State, didn't you?
Yeah.
You had Sam and Fratto, and they talked about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's not the first time people are hearing about it.
But I mean, Strap Tank. I mean, the Fill the Boots. We need the help because basically, when you take Fill the Boots,
Yes.
we do IMBK.
Yes.
We do other events.
Brother to brother.
That's what funds, because most of the and for everybody that hasn't heard this before, IMBK is the overarching kind of organization. It's kind of what dictates how members go out into the area of operation or our AO, and they pick a project.
Yep.
Whether it be remodeling, painting, just roofing, take your pick. I mean,
whatever it is.
Everything that they do, in the end, and this is where Fill the Boots Back Home comes into really.
Yep.
It is a huge financial source for us. That money that is raised and the people that are working for Strap Tank and Legends, they make sure those boots stay full.
Yep.
And those that help and contribute to that, we've got a poker chip for that. And then we thought, hey, because if you're doing something for Fill the Boots, then you need to have something that shows, hey, IMBK. I know what IMBK is. If someone's got a flagpole, a ramp, whatever the project is, Craig Lancaster just finished one for us for another member.
Yep.
The member himself lives in Florida, but the parents live here in Utah.
Yep.
And so he did everything that he needed to do to make sure they got what they needed, and from that, that was his project. That was his project. And we're going to do a ride-by, right?
Saturday.
10?
He's going to be there, too. I'm
Going
gonna
to give him a hard time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's another 06, right?
No.
Yeah, he is.
I think he is.
I'm talking about Craig. Yeah.
Oh, Craig?
Craig's an 06 Ranger. You talking
Oh, dude, he's. Hey, let's just throw it out there. We got a couple of sixes in the chapter.
So recap, poker chips going. But we want to talk about state and IMBK real quick.
Yeah, we can. Let's switch back over to what happened through the latter part of the riding season.
September 10th and 11th.
I mean, August, September, October, we had quite a few and a lot of work that we did.
Yeah.
And we finished that up around the end of October. The way that normally works, obviously, from the chapter to the state. We had our state rally, which out of all of the numbers that we have in the state, out of 5 chapters, we had
quite a few.
We had probably 75-80% turnout. We had a really good turnout for the state rally.
Plus, we had people from Arizona.
Yeah, we had our region rep, Mason. Yeah,
he just got the shot.
I know. I have to give him a shout out because Mason just knows how much I just want to give him crap.
Right.
And we had a podcast at state.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We had quite a few people on that too.
Yeah, we did. It went for I think almost 3 hours.
Yeah, it was good.
And I
times.
broke it up.
Yeah, we had to. I mean, it was just
Elected a new.
We didn't do it on YouTube though.
No, we did it on Facebook. Yeah.
We had to adjust fire on
We had a
Saturday and
lot of activity though, people chatting and stuff.
We had
weather.
Rain.
Elections, right?
We had elections.
Grumpy re-elected state sergeant at arms.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
Congrats, brother.
From that,
We brought in some auxiliary members.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, I mean,
Jody and Britton.
Yep. And we had probably one of the largest auxiliary meetings we've had in several years. I know NBOD's pushing an agenda to get the auxiliary active. And that ran its course, and we'll just say that. But the state meeting went really, really well.
Had to adjust fire a couple of days before,
We got the information out there.
Shout out, though. Shout out to Sam and Greg from Black Sheep.
You got to remember which Sam and Greg you're talking
Yeah,
about. Because, I mean,
you always lump those two together.
I know.
It's like have you seen the Twins movie? Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Twins, they're the same person.
I'm not saying, Fratto, I'm not saying you look like Danny DeVito, but,
he does.
he
does.
No, this is a shout out to
his beard,
Sam and Greg.
If
from
Fratto
Black
shaved his
Sheep.
beard, he would look like Danny DeVito. He straight up he would. Sam,
we already have a DeVito in
no, I know. Sam would be standing there with if he shaves his beard. As gunners fill the boots.
No, I'm giving a shout out to Sam and Greg from Black Sheep, the owners of Black Sheep. Awesome to work with. IMBK was the next day, right? We left everything set up.
Yeah.
Horrible weather.
Dude, for having
you weren't there the next
I wasn't
day.
there, but
dude,
yeah.
for adjusting fire on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, we were literally scrambling with his gear for the podcast
In the downpouring rain.
Yeah.
That didn't let up.
And then we had
like, son of a
we
gun.
had we had all kinds of merchandise that we were just trying to protect from the weather. And here's the really cool thing. Everybody that knows who CVMA is and everybody that supports CVMA, they were showing up. They enjoyed the ride, and actually once they got out from underneath the weather,
They're having fun.
We got probably the most compliments that we've had on any of our routes, where everybody was just complimenting that, hey, that's a really strong route. It's really good. It gets you out of Salt Lake quickly.
Get you off the freeway.
Get you off the freeway, man. It's like, hey, go enjoy some areas, around Salt Lake. But for us to host the state rally, and each chapter takes its turn, and from that, coming off Friday into Saturday for IMBK, which obviously that was our big focus. We had a beer garden, Sam and Greg.
Oh, yeah.
This was really cool for a local participant, a local sponsor.
Uh-huh.
Sam and Greg went out of their way to make sure, like, bonding, legal issues, everything that we could have for the beer garden. And they literally gave us enough room to do whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave us freedom, man.
Oh, I mean, it was
awesome.
super cool. Super cool.
Lots of eye candy.
A little bit, dude. Trust me. Saturday was like, I thought with the weather, I thought Saturday was going to turn into a wet t-shirt contest. But unfortunately,
And those tank tops.
well, you know what? I thought the tank tops were going to be a really good idea, but then it kind of got chilly.
And then the hoodies were
And then,
a great idea.
and then everybody bought the hoodie, and I was like, okay, well, that's kind of fine. You want to wear the hoodie? Okay, I'm not gonna anyway.
No, but state
Wow.
IMBK for us this year was awesome. It was great. We give our shout outs.
Let me just say this: between state and IMBK for Friday and that Saturday, the level of participation that happened, and what the chapter as a whole for IMBK, taking into consideration,
Weather.
fill the boots,
Yeah.
the weather, everything. The chapter is now in a financial position to do what we need to do moving into next year.
Good.
Whereas in previous years, it's always been a struggle financially to do projects because we have to kind of find that source.
Yeah.
Right.
But now we are set going into next year to do some really good things. And all members have to do is step up, pick a project. We'll get it vetted. Obviously, we have to vet projects. We're not going to spend money where we shouldn't. But
Yeah.
That's the.
What about projects that you don't have to spend money on?
All for it.
I mean, we've got a couple other things coming up, and I think I don't want to steal Brian's thunder because he's one of our guests going to come in here in a little bit. But we do have some end of the year non-ride season projects, and I want to give Brian the opportunity to talk about that in our next little kind of segment when I jump off here and you guys are tired of hearing me, and I'll leave Double Dutch on here and let Brian, whatever. I mean, I'm going to probably go off camera and just drink a beer. I don't care.
He means a wine cooler.
Yeah, no.
It's not a wine cooler. Right?
Bartles and James, baby.
Hey, I'm partaking of the festivities.
What? So tonight I'm starting a new tradition with me and Howard. You go ahead and pick heads or tails.
Heads.
Okay, so that's this
Scully.
one.
Scully.
Okay, loser has to take a shot. Oh.
Is that what
That's
see? Get that, bro.
So,
Hey, so let's
what
step
happens
it
if you
up.
don't have a chip?
What do you mean if you don't have a chip?
Kind of like getting coined in the military?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Here's the thing with the chips. I want people in our AO, I want them to know who CVMA is, and I want them to know about the brother-to-brother program,
Right.
and IMBK,
Right.
because, you just handed it to me.
You gotta put it back up.
You can't take a shot. You didn't lose
You
yet.
didn't lose. You want me to flip it again?
Well, no, I'm just
He's just warming. He's just testing the waters.
I'm just warming up here.
Brian needs one.
Brian's over there like, hey, my glass has been empty for like how long,
You done?
Losing is actually winning.
Yeah. Okay, so shout out to State and IMBK. We've gotten through that.
Financially. That's the big win right there.
The one downside was the weather, but at that same time, wasn't, right?
No, we really. I mean, we've got supporters within our AO that honestly they know who CVMA is.
Yeah.
They know what we do for veterans, and regardless of weather, they're still going to show up, and they did, and it was really really cool. Yeah. I think the only kind of downtrodden from Saturday, I think it was like the lowest poke or dice roll we've ever had.
Oh my God, I got second last.
Dude, I know some guy like
I got
rolled-
second last.
The lowest?
Yeah,
I
the
got one double
lowest.
number.
Yeah, the guy rolled like what was it? Like the lowest hand was like the guy rolled like a 32.
Yeah, I had like a 44. I'm serious.
I mean, we had to compliment the guys like, dude, if you didn't even try,
Yeah.
for a better lack
Yep.
of trying, you
Yeah.
just showed up and you still rolled a 32 and you okay, cool.
Hey, one last shout out. Colby at the chapel.
Oh. Dude.
He's hooked us up phenomenally with not only merch, but all of our patches, everything that we get through them.
Utah Bike Law,
Yeah.
Black Sheep, Infinity Customs. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
we
Infinity
had-
Custom. Oh, and
oh.
we already did Strap Tank, but yeah.
Strap Tank. I mean, we've had so many vendors.
Indian motorcycle.
Indians.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh, that
How
was
you
huge.
forget? I know you guys aren't Indian
brought the
lovers.
trailer. I forgot
wait.
about
We're
it.
not,
Can't
we're not,
believe-
that's not even going to be a subject right now. I mean,
Mid Valley.
Mid Valley. Mid Valley
Gotta
Leather.
join the tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we had so many great sponsors. We can't name them all, and
Yeah.
we've made sure that they know we appreciate their support.
Yep.
And whether it's direct or indirect, we've had even individuals
Yeah.
donate. And for
From
those
the chapter.
well, for those of you that don't know, we had members. C note.
Yeah.
Guy just drops $500.
We needed some tents.
He just dropped $500 just like that.
I said,
Like,
hey, you guys need
like
them here.
one
you go.
phone call
Yep.
and it was done. I mean, we've had such
One
great
call, that's all.
That's one call. You know,
Oh, you can't say that.
C note is the person to call.
Yeah, if you guys
One
need
note,
a loan.
Now, I mean, I don't know what the ramifications are going to be after the fact that he's probably going to put some.
He's gonna be
Yo,
pissed.
Rocco
Hey,
Vinny
man.
helped the man find his wallet. You
I've
know,
had all these guys calling me for loans, man. What the hell's going on?
That's no, but no, C note.
Yeah.
We've had individual members and their families and other close relatives and just people donate personally because they know what we're doing with that money. I mean, okay, just real quick, we had Fill the Boots
Yeah.
raise a ton of money for us.
Yeah.
We then in turn took that $2,500, put it immediately to work
Yeah.
on a bathroom.
That was like the first two events.
Oh, we
They
spent.
had like $3,000 past like after the first three events, and it was still coming in.
They had money coming in all year, so it was really
Yeah.
cool. But the thing that was the most awesome about it is, even after the project was done, there was for everybody that doesn't know, there was a veteran that had a stroke. Family, just conditions,
Yeah.
allowed us to say, okay, we're going to step in, we're going to provide funding.
Yeah.
And we widened the bathroom, we widened some doorways.
Yeah.
And when it was all said and done, even the people working on the project felt like, don't make these veterans spend the money here. And we
Yeah.
actually got out of the
Yeah,
25.
we got money back.
We got
Yeah.
money back. And so, you know,
We're gonna have music on. He's gonna be
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
He's already been on once. We're gonna have him again to kind of explain his project.
Oh yeah.
We'll
Chapter
probably do like
secretary.
it's a brother to brother project thing if you've done a project.
Should we make
Oh,
him?
yeah.
Should we make him sing the whole? I was widening doorways. And just make him sing the whole project. I think we can. I think if we ask him to come up with a song for widening doorways,
Yeah.
this project, he's probably right now going, "You bastard." No, hey, you know what? Real quick shout out for music. This time of year, he is doing a lot of holiday shows.
Yeah.
And he's I mean,
He's a drama guy.
yeah, he is. I mean, his evenings are tied up.
He's like running the play. I
oh
think,
yeah,
and
yeah,
in
no,
it.
yeah. These are huge
Yeah.
productions.
We'll get that.
What's
We'll get that
the
information out
production
next week.
company. It's over there off.
RonJeremy.com.
yeah. I'm sure that's exactly what it is.
JohnHolmes.org.
I'm sorry, music I had to, buddy.
I know, man. It's like Hustler or something like that.
No, we're good. State IMBK, we got all our shout outs in. I think we're doing a disservice by not bringing our two guests on.
they're sitting over there looking at us like.
I was trying to get
They're-
Brian
they're
more
already
time
half lit.
I
to
know.
work up the courage.
Yeah,
'Cause
he's-
if you didn't know, he's a little nervous to get on. But
What are you talking about? They're already half lit. They should be ready to
I
go.
know. Here's the thing. I mean, if you look at this guy, once he jumps on the camera here.
He's got a big Viking beard.
Oh, he does, man.
He's gonna scare the camera.
Oh, you know what? I expect.
I got a
him to
close-up
start-
camera for him, too.
What's the song from the Viking series? You know, where they're singing in Celtic. Boom, boom, boom. I expect him to just like jump on camera and he's gonna have like a shield and an axe.
All right. Well,
right,
without
let's do it.
further ado,
Let's do it.
Want to introduce Brian.
Heck yeah! Come on in here, Brian.
Jump in here, buddy. He's
Hey,
even-
Dutch, you want your beer?
Yeah, I mean, look at this. He even shows up with a strong beard and a flannel.
If that ain't a man,
Right.
If that ain't a man beard
Wait, hold on
for
a second.
you right
Like,
there.
I mean, let's just take a close up, and we could probably.
Oh, don't worry. I got that right here.
We
Watch
could
this.
probably sell it to somebody.
Which way am I supposed to look here?
You're just supposed to look however you want to
Well,
look.
it's-
Look here,
Yeah,
man.
you and me are talking. Yeah, there. That's the.
We got the close up.
All
You got your scotch. Hey, did you get a coin? Did you get a poker chip?
Yeah.
So that's
There he is,
Oh,
ladies
yeah,
and
here we go.
gentlemen.
Let's see if he
All
wins.
right.
That's
Call
Brian.
it. Call it.
Tails.
Oh, you lost.
Does that mean I gotta do a shot?
You gotta do a
Oh, man.
shot.
Yeah, he's got to do a
It's
shot.
right
So,
there.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Brian right here. Is our first
What do we
guest
got here?
of two.
Well,
If this is
let's.
warm gin, I'm gonna be upset.
It's not.
No, you know we can't just introduce Brian.
It's rosewater.
It's
That is quite rosy.
that is.
That's cinnamon stuff,
So,
ain't
Brian,
it? I
you
can
wanna-
smell it.
You want to introduce your better half?
Oh,
I do, yes.
let's get her mic turned on.
It's on.
Yeah, go ahead and say something real quick.
Hi.
All right.
Oh, look, that's like such a. Hi, my name is.
Hi. My name is Rachel.
Just a little bit.
Just a
That's
little
it.
bit
Perfect.
closer. There you go.
Hi. my
There
name
she
is
is,
Rachel.
right there. We can hear her
Right
good
there.
now.
So, Brian, I think probably somewhere between Sam and Greg with Black Sheep. I got your name and number, and you know, hit and miss, and just hanging out at Black Sheep. We had a few beers. You did the hoodies.
Yep. Did some hoodies. Did some shirts for you too at the IMBK.
Yes,
Oh,
I told you.
see, no, that's right. Because no, but we as CVMA can't take credit for that. Let me just give the shout out on that.
That is right. That
Because
was
Sam
Black
and
Sheep.
Greg,
Yep.
the owners of Black Sheep,
You're good. Just keep talking.
we didn't know until the day of that they had went out and done a camo in some kind of Navy Gucci flage or something like that. I don't know. So what does the Navy call it? Nave Pat?
Water flash.
Water flush?
I don't know.
No, but then they
It's actually kind of cool looking.
it was a really cool shirt. Now
I was gonna wear the green one tonight, but I didn't know if it was gonna mess up with that. So.
But Sam, I think it's either Sam or Greg have relatives that are Navy veterans.
Yep.
And so that's what kind of why they went that direction. So they wanted to make sure that they kind of hit their bases.
Right.
But even the tank top was a huge seller.
Yeah.
I don't think
It sold
we
out
have-
first.
It was the first thing that was gone. We had the waitresses. We had all kinds of participants for IMBK coming up and wanting, hey, can I buy another one of those? Because here was a really, really cool thing that I don't think a lot of people knew. Sam and Greg said, sure, just hand those out, and whoever wants one, which was the first time we were honestly stunned that they had ordered so many shirts from you guys, and you guys had done all the artwork. We didn't even see the artwork, but it matched perfectly with what our message was, and everything about what they did with you guys.
Yeah, it turned out really awesome. I was unaware that you had not seen that. So
No,
until
it was-
you
yeah,
showed up. So
the
that's
day
a
of, that
nice
was-
surprise. Yeah.
It was super cool.
Yeah.
That I think one of the waitresses, she got something spilled on her or whatever, right? And so it stained it, and she came running out, and she's like, "Do you have one more tank top?" And I was like, and she ran back in there, changed shirts. She had. I mean, but what you guys did, just in a very covert way, what we would call in the military a very covert effort. Just to put that right into play.
Yeah.
For both events and everything that we did for Friday and Saturday was super cool. And then what complemented everything, unfortunately, the weather, it turned on us.
Yeah, it definitely did that. Yeah.
So all of the way the tank tops were supposed to complement everybody, those that were wearing them.
Right. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, they had to come over and they were like, "Hey, can I get a hoodie?"
Yep.
And we're like, "Yeah, sure." You know, Brian and Rachel, they did the hoodies, and everything worked out. And so you guys have obviously supported us since we've met.
Well, it's definitely an honor to do so. You know, I mean, stepping in and being part of this. And
Well, tell us a little bit about what you do.
so I'm the sales rep for Tirfecta. Rachel is the owner over there. So,
So
I'm
so
her,
Rachel's going to keep us honest.
I'm her manservant.
Yeah. Look at her. She's sitting over there with this very
Huge smile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, that's
That's
right.
that's damn
You
right.
guys- you guys,
She tells me what to do,
you
and I
guys
go out
will
and
do
it.
what I want.
More like it's on record now.
Oh, is that what it is?
There you go. It's
So
recorded.
It's recorded. So, dude, you're done, man.
It's
I mean,
official.
strong beard, flannel. It's just not going to cut it, man. She's got you on record now. So, so go ahead.
So yeah, what I do is I go out and you know, I try to find companies that will use us to you know, make their merch for any fundraising events. If they want to buy it, resell it.
How'd you
You
get
know,
how'd you get into this?
So I met Rachel. I was working at.
This better be a good story, man, or I'm going to hit on.
I don't think it's. But no, I was a sales rep for a local distribution company, a beer company, and I met Rachel one night, and we got to hanging out and doing stuff. And if I'm wrong on any of this, you jump in.
Well, that's why
We encourage
she was-
correction.
Yeah,
that's
so
why I
she
kept all the
was-
dude. If I gave her this bag of poker chips, she'd be over there throwing stuff at us. Like, hey, you got that wrong.
But no, she'd mentioned a few times that I should come over and work with her, help her out. Fairly new company, come over and do some repping for her. And you know, I was just like, I don't really know anything about this stuff. You know, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Give us a brief, like, product line that you guys offered. Like, what was the? I mean, you were a sales rep,
Yeah.
but how did that go? I mean, obviously, I'm gonna pick on the poker chip. So, is this something you guys offer?
Yeah, we can do stuff like this.
Obviously,
I
the
do,
hoodies, but
you know, mainly for promotional stuff. 80% of what people use for promotions is hats, hoodies, shirts, wearables. Because it makes people kind of a walking billboard. For
Sure,
your,
sure.
for your
Exactly. That's a
company.
good way to advertise.
well,
Yeah.
Harley's been doing it for how many years? I mean, everybody walks around with these.
A couple less than Indian.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Did you stutter?
Nope, I didn't.
Did you stutter? Did you say? No.
That's your hearing.
Yeah, is the headphones? The headphones are just off. Okay. No, you know, between that's cool. I mean, so you guys have just kind of partnered up, and then.
Well, yeah, they had a convention down in Vegas. She was like, "Come down to Vegas, check this out." And when I got down there, I was just kind of blown away at all the stuff that there was to offer in this industry.
So when did you ask her out?
I
Did you wait
asked
for
her
like
out-
the third date, or
No, it was pretty
was
much
it the second date?
the first night that
Oh,
I met
first
her.
ni- oh,
yeah,
first
I
date.
asked her back out. Yeah,
Oh, nice. So,
yeah.
and obviously, you know, I'm kind of teasing, but for those that don't know, you know, Brian and Rachel, and I call her Rochelle all the time, and she tends to throw things at me. Like, I eventually kind of anticipate that one of these days I'm going to call her Rachel or Rochelle, and she's going to throw a really sharp object at
I
me.
feel like if you ever call me Rachel, I'm gonna feel like you're mad at me now.
Oh, and like if I get it right, it's like your parents when they say your name exactly.
Yeah, like to K-Bar, I'm Rochelle.
Yeah. So
But I mean that's okay because that's my different personality.
right
That's what Brian introduced me as on our first date.
now, I'm going to be.
He introduced me to somebody as Rochelle. So when you said
Really?
that, it was just
that's-
like
it was like a recap.
I told you I have I have different personalities. One's Rachel and one's Rochelle.
So if I get it, I guess as we are doing stuff and I get it right or I get it wrong, I'm kind of scared now.
I definitely got it wrong that night.
So is it like if you get it right now and you're like upstairs or something like that, and you're like, and you get the name all right and everything, does she know to come and like, oh man, something's...
Oh, I don't yell at her. She yells at me.
Oh, that's cool.
I told you, I'm her manservant. She summons me.
Where are you guys located out of?
We're in
You want to fill
Sandy,
that?
off of Sandy Parkway.
If memory serves, you guys are just up from Black Sheep, just not too far, right?
No, we're not that far. We're actually kind of down the street by Harley Davidson
Oh,
on Sandy Parkway.
Okay, the 90th, the
Yeah.
satellite store up there.
Yes.
So super cool. So we will post information
Okay.
for all of the other chapters and everybody else that can want to take advantage of your services.
I want to take advantage of it.
Well, I mean, we're talking Rachel or Rochelle. Now, I mean, if it's the alternate personality, more than likely she'll probably answer the phone. But if you call and you say, hey, I want to talk to you, and she's probably not going to answer the phone. So what else? Poker chips, shirts. You've done the hoodies. What else you guys do? I mean, can I get a koozie? Hats,
koozies, banners. We just did some vinyls for if you have windows that you need done for a business.
We have a lot of custom things too. I can create complete custom items.
Give me an idea of so if the listeners, if they're trying to understand what you mean by a custom item. I mean, I've named the poker chips and stuff like that, but I mean those are kind of. But what is a really cool custom item?
One of the things that I thought about a while ago. Well, this was a few years ago. It was a carabiner that was the jazz symbol. It was a carabiner. And so I just made it because I'm a graphic designer. So I just made a digital image of it and sent it to my manufacturer. And they created it. And then we were able to sell it to Ford. And they gave it out at the jazz games because it was a jazz. So it's like
That's kind of cool.
Custom.
That's really cool.
I actually have it with me.
You do?
Yeah, let's show it on camera.
Not on
Show it,
purpose,
but
I
no,
literally
show it,
created
show
It's
it.
a billboard. You should show it on
because
camera.
This is like
We'll
I've
show it
been
when you
in
come
this
on.
industry
Hey,
for
you know
20
what?
years,
Here's the
and
really
it's
cool thing.
The first thing that I've ever like.
She's over there drinking a full blown Coors.
This is my second one.
She didn't go Coors Light, or she didn't go. She's over
She
there.
didn't go Bud Select
No,
either.
no.
She went Coors.
I mean,
It's like the jazz symbol.
It is a jazz symbol.
look at this.
Oh, that's cool. I'm going to show that close up
here.
on camera.
Here, yeah, that is super cool.
So I like to make custom things, but not a lot of companies, allow
So-
you to do that because
Let's do this. We're talking about custom work, and I know Brian, you and I have talked about the path forward for how you want to help veterans within Salt Lake in our AO.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of background on our first meeting, over what we feel, something you brought to us, and I the reason I'm trying to be vague is because I really want you to articulate what we talked about and how you want to help.
Okay, so had an idea, spark in the brain, to help out the vets. Okay, my initial idea was care packages, get some barrels, have people bring in socks, decks of cards, whatever you guys would have liked when you were
Nudie mags.
nudie mags. Yeah,
Sunglasses,
right,
baby, a big old pack of baby wipes,
Jergens.
Jergens.
and I honestly didn't know really how to go about that. So I called up K-Bar here, and we went and sat down and over a beer, and I threw that idea out, and K-Bar came back with, let's do something for our vets here.
Yes.
Yeah. So that are home, like a, what did you call it? Like a Secret Santa.
Secret Santa.
Secret Santa.
That's what we offer.
So, this is initially in the works right now. We don't have a lot of it hammered out just yet. But I already talked to Sam over at Black Sheep. She said she's down to, do it over there.
Cool. Very cool.
I think that it will compose of a silent raffle, something of that nature.
Pick something kind of cool, right? Like, how about a really cool guitar or something like that?
Yeah, could be a really cool guitar.
Oh, so you're gonna like try to raise funds off of a silent raffle?
And that money will
Right.
come to us.
Okay, gotcha.
Via our benevolent fund.
And what we'll do is we'll reach out. Where I used to be a beer rep, I'll reach out to a lot of bars. With the industry that I'm now in, I will reach out to a lot of accounts with that also.
Beer or beard? Rep.
You got to be careful with that one because give us what's the
As
other,
of this moment, I think both.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
What's the other group that you support?
So, are you talking about the Noble Savages?
Noble Savages.
Yeah. So that's just a small group. That's a, it started out as a kind of a Scotch and cigar night, and
So can we get in on that?
absolutely, yeah.
So should we come up with a Scotch and cigar night at somewhere?
Yeah, your house.
No, at Brian's.
Yeah, we can
oh.
do it at my place.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
We'll do it. But
So let it be written. So let it be done.
I figured that I had the attention of a lot of people, and so I was like, let's make this a little bit more than what it is. So we turned it into kind of a book club, self-development books, business books, whatever kind of books you want to read. You got to read a chapter a month.
Sure.
Honestly, it's very minimal. The discussion.
Well,
on
that leaves me out, right?
oh, because
Well,
no, they have
you
crayon
can-
books. You're
do
good.
they
They have
have-
crayon
well,
books.
no,
You can get an audio book.
Can I get an audio book, or is it a pop-up?
Yeah.
You know
it's a
what?
pop-up.
You know we make fun of
Absolutely.
Marines all the time, and
We'll,
some of the smartest people I've ever met are Marines. So I'm not probably going to take shit for that. But
Oh, that's the first time you've cussed on a podcast.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I've said it quite a few
Nah,
times.
Anyway, so it was really cool, and for our listeners, to sit down and know that people within our community, they have connections, and they're willing to take those connections and make those phone calls, which is really cool because some of the things that we kind of discussed back and forth for Secret Santa, we kind of we came up with quite a few different ideas, and I'll tell you that over the last couple of months since we've spoken, we've had a couple of particular. We've had a few members that have reached out to us, and which
Well, even some that haven't reached out.
and those that haven't, and this is what's really sad, and I hope that all of our listeners know this. If you need to call a chapter officer and you need help for whatever reason, we're here, and we have resources like Rachel and Brian, Sam and Greg, Fill the Boots.
Yeah.
We have the resources, we can help, and which is really cool. It's better to be in this position. Once I get the call that they need help, I can then
Action.
make it an actionable item. But obviously, no veteran out there, and most of the ones that have already contacted me over the last couple of months since we spoke, none of them are looking for a handout.
No.
They want to see what they can do to pay it forward.
Right.
Help others.
And help, not only help themselves first, but get back on the right track. And, this time of year, as we round off the riding season, for bikers, we tend to go into hibernation mode. And
We just don't ride because there's snow on the ground. I mean, there's
it's
some
that
do,
snow,
but
it's that snow thing,
Yeah.
I know Jay, or no, wait, no, not Jay. Who's got the Indian?
which one?
Oh, Paco. He might trade out his rear tire for a
Yeah, snowplow. They have a snowplows business.
so they turn their Indians into snowplows, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's really on the serious note, it's really cool that we've got the resources, and ultimately that's what I really want to put out there. The message of you and I spoke when we first met, and it was kind of like CVMA. You saw what we are doing to bring guys into our fold, and we were looking to help them. We're looking to make sure that they get that support, and I think you picked up on that,
Right.
and you were just like, and how can we help? And this is what we want to do with our guests, and anybody that helps CVMA, and even if CVMA and our resources can't help,
We have other outlets.
yeah, we've got other outlets. We can point people in the right direction. The holiday season is we're coming up on Thanksgiving. We're coming up on Christmas. Obviously, this is for some might be a little heavy.
Yeah.
It's a pretty heavy subject. But they shouldn't just sit there. Kind of a side note. When members feel like what's best for them, they'll move from chapter to chapter. They will. They can. It's obviously something they can do. So anyway, let's...
Well, before we do this, I think that it's customary for the chapter commander to give a coin to somebody else that you feel like you should. So a poker chip, right, means a lot to us, something that we've paid money for, and we want to get that out here. But as a special guest, I think that the chapter commander...
Yeah,
do your
so,
thing.
I mean, as far as the poker chip goes, I mean, this is our way of saying just thank you. And, if somebody is looking to know what CVMA can do, handing him something, but this is yours. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Be careful.
Don't crush my hand. Yeah.
It's truly our pleasure to help out. Yeah, for sure.
We're not done though. We're just swapping.
Okay.
We're gonna bring Rochelle over here so everybody can finally see her. She's been kind of quiet over there, and we're gonna pull it out. We're gonna pull it out of her right here. So Brian, you swap with her. Yeah, you swap and heckle.
Let's swap the headphones out real quick, and we'll let her have the limelight, and you can go over there and throw those headphones on that she was wearing, and
they probably smell really good too.
Yeah. So here's the one really cool thing. When we do these podcasts, in the way that they're growing with participation and everything, we're starting to see that we're getting feedback from somebody that just absolutely had no idea that from CVMA or from just a local chapter, this was something that could be offered. Not just the podcast, but everything that we want to do to help veterans.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. So
who do you got right here?
Oh,
she's being shy.
She's being super shy. Yeah.
She's being shy. I'm gonna go switch with Brett real quick.
Yep.
No, I gotta fix something. Don't worry about it.
Oh, he's got to fix something. Keep going.
What'd you break?
Nothing.
Did you touch
I didn't break. I didn't touch anything.
You touched something.
I'm not a Marine. Okay, I didn't break anything.
Well, hey, two Marines and two Army guys walk into a bar. No.
Rachel, welcome.
Thank you.
I do want to tell you, my mother-in-law, her name is Rochelle.
Okay.
So if I call you Rochelle, I apologize.
Dude, I've already apologized so many times. It's just right over the top.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I just love him for Rochelle right now. It's okay.
Welcome to the podcast.
So if I actually call you Rochelle, you're gonna know I'm mad.
Well, no, I'm gonna just know it's you.
Oh, okay.
Nobody else.
If you call her Rachel,
But if
she's gonna know you're
like
mad.
if I walk
Yeah.
up to her and I'm like, hey,
Listen here, Rachel.
Yeah. No. Right.
God, I hope you
You
don't
know
say it
most
like
Rachels
that.
are redheads. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I
know.
did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dye my hair black.
Oh, well, you didn't have to tell us that. Do
Yeah,
you have red
no.
hair?
No, I have brown hair.
Oh. I'm just asking. I'm
No,
trying to
dude,
introduce
I
our
mean,
guest. Brian's over
So-
there like, quit.
Hey,
Stop right now.
Hey, dude. Seriously, after you guys get off this podcast, I still have to we all have to sit in the same room together. So
Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely welcome. And how did you get in the business of what you do? And tell us a little bit about.
I've been in my industry for about 20 years now.
You look like you're 25. How
Yeah,
could you
no.
be in there for 20 years?
I'm down.
Okay. I was 19 when I started.
Oh.
Okay.
You never ask a woman her age.
Well, dude, I wasn't going to say anything, but
No, I started in the industry about 20 years ago, and I really like marketing and artwork and things like that. So I kind of just worked my way up. I ran other people's companies and educated myself on what I needed to do, and went and got whatever I needed, my accounting degree. But
you own your own business.
I do. I do now.
Tell us about that. That's
That's
pretty
an
cool.
accomplishment.
It's an accomplishment. It's pretty cool. I'm not doing it. You're not doing it. But
I own a porn business.
well,
About 3
well, I
years
go up
ago,
to
I
Canada
started
and
doing
You do porn? Is that what you just said?
No.
Brian's like,
He's like, wait
What?
a second. That's like a business line. That's a line item I'm not
Well,
aware
I
of
mean,
the
he
all
time.
right, we
wants
need to change the subject.
I'm in that point.
He wants me to be a sugar mama. I don't know how else to make the money, I guess. I don't know.
So
Oh.
you got into your own business
Yeah.
2-3 years ago.
A couple years ago, yeah, I got with my business partner and we started our business, and it's actually been going really well. Like it's different because I wasn't a sales rep before for any of the other companies I ran. I just did a lot of marketing and kind of educated myself on all the different aspects of it.
Is it
So-
going good in a weird way? Like it's just happening and you're not really.
Trying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually talked to the guy with Infinity Customs, and this is what's really cool. He's just getting started.
Yeah.
But he's been in business in other businesses.
Yeah.
And something he told me the other day, he goes, when I quit worrying about the dollar and the money and I just focused on the relationships, all of a sudden the money was there. And so it's like if you build the relationships.
If you build it, they will come.
I was thinking that too.
It's just right. Is that how it's working for you guys, or?
That is exactly how it's been working. Like a lot of the people that I worked with for a lot of years did their logos and things like that. They would track me down
Yeah.
no matter where I was, and like, where did you go? I want to work with you, because I would do their artwork, or
Yeah.
I knew their logo, things like that.
So you
And
do all of the internals, and Brian does the sales.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah, me and my business partner run the office. We have a couple of office people too, but for the most part.
So it's not run out of your house.
No,
You
we
have-
started.
You started out of your
started
house.
out of my house. We started in my craft room, and then we sold all of the furniture that was in the
They
upstairs.
just kept expanding.
And yes, and we even had like where we were having employees come to my house, and I mean, it was doable for about 8 months ish, but we
You don't
do
shit
have
where
our
you eat.
billing.
Yeah, you
We
just
have a
realize
building
you
now,
gotta
so
you gotta step up, move
Yeah.
the game up and make it like, hey, this is working. You've gone past concept and now it is actual reality, and
yeah.
you're making it work.
So Brian is like literally the face of your company, with that luscious beard.
Yeah, I know. That's just I can't get over why I haven't seen him. Hey, I don't understand why I haven't seen the face with the beard and the cigar on the side of a bus.
That's
Like-
something like Duck Dynasty would do.
Oh, I know. No, it should be. It should be. He should be.
I think you
be-
should swap roles, Brian.
I think he would need like a duck call.
Get him some more flannels.
Oh, okay.
Dixon's.
Dixon's. Sorry.
Shout out.
Yeah, Dixon.
Dixon.
We're
I can
obviously
embroider that for you.
we are huge fans of Dixon, but flannels and a beard and a cigar and some scotch or whiskey on the side of a bus. Him sitting there, kind of like, I don't always.
I'll
but
bet
when
you
I
could
do-
contact Dixon and they'd make a trifecta.
Yeah,
Dixon.
They probably
They would make a trifecta
they-
Dixon.
Yeah, they probably would.
Strap Tank has their own Dixon.
Yeah, they do.
for
Yeah.
us?
Contact them. You can make your own Dixon and
You could even show them the design you want
Yep.
for it, and they'd do it.
yep, the pattern and everything.
I'm pretty good at making
I'm
that kind of design.
I'm almost thinking that should be what, if we could get our hands on something like that.
Yeah, we're trying.
we could produce or have something around for our off season, not riding, and we take the funds. and-
Oh, you know
and
what?
put
You know
those-
what we
put
screwed
those-
up?
The Dixon can be the new kilt.
We brought a new guest on,
jeez.
and we didn't.
Oh.
We didn't do the flip.
Right.
So,
Oh yeah, do the flip. Yep. Sorry.
Oh.
Thank you.
Rochelle, heads or tails?
Well, it depends. Does Rochelle have to do it or Rachel?
Rachel, if Rachel's calling it, I would say call.
Rachel has to do it. The loser has to take a shot.
Oh,
So,
okay. Are you calling Rachel a loser?
no. I'm between you and K-Bar.
Oh,
She's bantering
okay.
me. That's
Dude,
not how this
she's-
is supposed to
K-Bar.
go.
She's trying to bait you, man.
She's baiting.
she's
I'll
baiting
do
you.
a three-way right here.
Okay. Heads.
Heads? Okay, here we go. Oh, it's
Oh.
heads, so it's between you and
Yeah,
I.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll let you go first.
I'm pretty sure he needed that.
I think Brian needs another.
I know, he's over there.
He's quiet over there.
He's like, wait a second.
My mic on.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on.
it's on, man.
So Trifecta Inc.
Yes.
That's your name.
That is our name. We do screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products. Hence the poker chips.
Everything.
Pretty much
So,
anything that you can think
I don't
of.
know if she's gonna get mad at me because we went somewhere else to get poker.
Well, we didn't know they did poker chips.
I know. I kind of feel bad.
It's okay.
There you go.
Our next order, promise, omni, etc., etc. We will.
If
we
I
will
see
call
anything with your guys' logo on it ever again,
you again.
You
Without
won't.
you like
find you.
You won't.
You know, so going in, and let's talk about that. I mean, going into next year, we need more shirts. Any ideas from what you've seen?
Tank top.
Well, now that someone just threw it out there, what was that?
Crop tops. Oh.
Oh, are you gonna put him in a crop top?
Now we're going to put Gash in one.
Yeah, absolutely. Put him in
Bullshit. I'm gonna wear capris.
oh, can we get?
Well,
some-
you know what?
Hey,
when
yes.
you want to ride an Indian, that's
Dude,
what you wear as a
that's
tank,
right.
as a crop top
well,
and capris.
and
Man
capris.
capris. That is man.
Man
capris.
capris.
Man prees? Is that what it's called?
No, we seriously, next year, IMBK, we want to do a tank top.
You should.
We really want to take all of our local businesses, and we really want to put, the effort to, obviously you guys are supporting us, and we thank you for that. And that's, we can't thank you enough for that. So
We can't do what we do without you guys.
yeah,
So
it's all of the projects that come up from the funding that we get, and especially, and here's what I don't know if our listeners understand this, all of the extra shirts from IMBK that you guys donated and Sam and Greg purchased, those came back to us, and we were able to sell those, and in turn that gives us more revenue.
Yep.
Which
Yes.
we did not. That was like a huge benefit for a small nonprofit like us. We were able to say, we get to keep those.
well,
So-
no, you
No,
you,
they
you
actu-
forget. Sam told us, Sam from Black Sheep, each one of your members gets one of these free.
Oh no, they gave them out like free
Yeah.
all day long.
It was like free. And then they said, okay, you know what? Everybody's had them. We were going to sell them in here, but you guys already have everything out here. So here you go. Here's all these shirts. We've already paid for them. Whatever you make off of it, you guys keep.
and which is for us to have an additional line item for just something like that, even if it's a few $100s, that money in turn, especially what Brian and I were talking about for Secret Santa, we've got not only veterans that we're wanting to work with through the holidays,
Yep.
but we've also got several vet homes.
Yeah.
Payson, Salt Lake,
Yep.
Ogden. Ogden's not really in our scope, but the other chapters, because here's kind of the benefit that we get from having vendors like yourself. We can take this funding and we can share it with the other chapters, and if they need help, I mean, your funding doesn't just stay here. I mean, if the commander from another chapter say, hey, look, man, I kind of need this, and can you help out? Can you call Rachel and have her make us some shirts? And sure, we'll just drop. I'm sure you guys can just drop ship down to like St. George or
Yes, we can.
or up to Ogden or anything like that. I mean, over to Rough Valley. I mean, we've got 5 chapters, and realistically, you've got quite a few veterans out there keeping an eye, and that funding and any way that we come up with money and you guys come up with a product for us. Granted, I know you got to keep the lights on, but at the same time, we understand that your generosity helps us do what we need to do, and we thank you for that.
Yeah.
No, it's actually been an honor to do that. Like, my dad was also a vet, so
That explains a lot.
I really like being involved in what you guys are doing.
Army, what was your dad?
Navy.
Navy.
Yes.
Got
We can still be friends.
yeah. We can,
Yeah,
yeah.
on
I was,
that-
I was
on that
getting
note-
ready. I was getting ready. We can still
He
be
was
On
friends.
that note, do you
Fair.
guys like make suits?
No, that's Air Force, bro. That's it. They wear suits, man.
No, they wear pajamas in the hotel.
No,
Don't.
they wear suits, dude. It's like honestly, the Air Force has the best looking blue suit of all time.
It's blue.
I know it's blue, but it's a good looking suit.
You guys have blue stuff too.
No, we don't.
You
No,
wear blue
no,
pants with the red
it's
stripes.
black. It's black, bro.
It's blue.
It's not
Your
blue.
pants are
No,
blue
it's
with
not
red
blue.
stripes.
It's not blue.
Where are they? Let me
I
see.
would argue with that.
It's not blue.
The pants are
Guaranteed.
blue.
The pants are blue.
No, they're not blue.
All right, Gash, you need to Google that. They're
They're
blue.
Not, they're not blue.
They
They're not.
are blue with
It's
red
not blue.
stripe.
It's not blue. it is called American.
Yeah, go ahead. See? Yeah. That's what I thought.
No, hey, you know what though? Our blue on our trousers, the red stripe down the pant leg.
Yeah, the blood stripe.
The blood stripe that has a very huge significance for Marine Corps. For NCOs, that came at a very high cost.
Yes.
Extremely high cost.
So you're admitting that they're blue.
No, they're American tradition.
I'm gonna call your brother.
No.
And he is going to chastise you.
He's gonna. You know what?
I'm gonna call your son.
Dude. You know what he gets to wear on November 10th?
Shut up.
Yeah. So he doesn't want to. Nobody wants to hear. You know what he gets to wear on November 10th? No. You know what he gets to wear on November 10th?
It's a hoodie. Well, it's like a
t-shirt
t-shirt
that says that my best friend's a Marine.
Yeah, well, you know what? You
hey,
technically lost the bet in Sturgis.
No, did you get me one?
No.
I don't have a t-shirt. That
you
says
were supposed to get a tattoo of what?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
We never went through with it.
No, because I saw him first.
No,
you didn't get to see him until like the next night. So we won't go into that. Sturgis, what happens
We will not go into that.
What happens in Sturgis?
We're focusing on
exactly.
Rochelle, Rachel.
Well, all I just heard was I get to go to Sturgis next year.
Oh, if you haven't been, Brian,
I have not been to Sturgis.
I don't know if I would take her there.
Yeah, let the shenanigans begin.
If you do, you just need to be really drunk.
Oh yeah. And bring a pair of silkies.
Yeah, bring a pair of silkies. We won't get into that. I could go on. We could have our own podcast.
Hey, so what's the next big? I mean, outside of the obviously for the holidays, we're looking at Secret Santa. What going into next year? What is your take on helping CVMA going into next year?
Yeah, not just 491.
Yeah.
I think that it'd be beneficial if we were at some of the events,
Oh.
so we could get to know different chapters.
Okay.
Do you go to the other chapters of things?
We
right?
hate all the other chapters.
Yes.
So if you, like,
No.
let
We
us
go.
know,
Yeah.
we would totally love to come.
So you want to work with not just 491.
Yeah.
You
all
want to
the
work with the other chapters.
Cool.
Yes.
All of Utah.
Like we're.
I mean, you've already done the state hoodie.
Yeah, that's.
And
You guys have to understand that the state hoodie you guys did for us, that as far as like from now until the end of time, is something that we're gonna produce. But working with the other chapters, that's a really good. I know we've thought and maybe had some discussions of how, just it's mutually beneficial. Not only for, donations and just product and stuff like that, but I mean to really put T-shirts together and be able to have the artwork come from like
it's already done.
It's already done. It comes from one place.
Yeah. So what he's trying to say is like throughout the chapters of the state, right? We've already done the artwork.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, right, to get everybody else on board to say, hey, we have somebody that's going to, take care of us. Right, they've been doing it for 491.
Right.
Now, granted, other chapters, they run their chapters how they run them.
Right.
Right. But we have those conversations. Hey, if you're looking for somebody or this or that, I mean, it's already done.
We're totally willing to pass on the same prices, deals that we all give you guys, just because we want to be involved.
Cool. Very cool. So,
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Man, dude, these chips are weighted.
Yeah, I
suck.
You see,
dude, yeah.
you gotta take it.
No, I don't take a shot.
You said tails, it's heads.
Oh, so you want me to
Oh
take
yeah.
Yeah, you want me to take a shot.
You lost. I think Rachel lost too. So.
Well, I told Brian like 4.5 minutes ago that I needed another beer.
Oh,
so he has.
so he's not taking care of his sugar mama.
Oh, damn.
He's kind
Hey,
of failed at this job.
beer. Can we get a beer?
Can we
get
get
a beer?
Can we get a beverage?
Can we get a beverage?
I already drank all my beer, so I'm gonna have to drink one of his beers.
Oh darn!
I don't want that.
It's Fireball.
Oh, it's just
Yeah,
It'll put hair on your
yeah,
chest.
it's just a little bit of
Because
candy.
I need more of that.
It's a little bit of candy. It's a little bit.
I got all that laser.
Well,
I
what
don't
you
need
what,
that.
what you were supposed to say is, oh yeah, sure. I haven't had dinner. Let me get a scotch.
Is that like a pork chop?
She's not gonna drink your bud, dude.
In your
I'm
bottle.
telling you, Gash.
She's not.
Oh,
yeah. She took the
Natty.
Natty.
I used to make fun of people that drink natty. I was like, dude, that's the stuff that they squeegee off the floor.
It is,
when they're
but
done
these
making the
ones are
grape.
actually okay.
Oh, they're so good.
It's okay. I
Well,
mean,
did you put enough
I
food
might-
coloring in any
I
beer?
might
It
judge
still
you
tastes
for
good, so.
drinking.
It's okay.
Halloween. Let's talk about this. What are some plans for Halloween? Are you guys doing the whole get up and
Brian, is she going to dress up as like
Yeah.
a naughty nurse for you?
Goddamn, I hope so.
Challenge.
So what's
You know, that's like tomorrow. So
Yeah.
Is it?
It is. Tomorrow and Sunday.
Well,
Well,
you
we're
know,
in
this weekend,
Utah, so everybody's
it's-
going to celebrate on
Oh.
Saturday.
real quick? What's tomorrow?
We have a ride by scheduled.
Very cool. Very
10
cool.
o'clock, meeting up at Maverick.
Why are we doing a ride by?
We did a brother project. Craig, our other 06 in the chapter, he's going to go by, and the family wants to thank the chapter. So we're going to go by and talk to them and shake hands, kiss babies.
The long story of it, kind of shorten it up. We had a member transfer all the way to Florida. The parents, being pretty substantial benefactors of 491, asked for some help. We
No, they didn't even ask.
well, they didn't. We actually just kind of stepped in. Craig actually
you
just
just noticed they needed it.
Yeah, he was talking about doing
Yeah.
it. They do all of our firearms transfers for us
yes.
at free of charge. I mean, all the work and paperwork and stuff going to it. But I was over at the house talking to him, checking in on
Well,
him.
what was that? The day we
We went over there. We were
we
passing out fires.
We were just out riding around. And
It was
you were
my
like,
birthday. Remember?
Oh, that's right. And when you said and when I saw the direction you were wanting to go, that
I said I had. We stopped. We put a
it
flyer
allowed me
out.
to kill an extra couple
And
hours.
I told him, I said, I don't know what it is. I just got a feeling we need to go check in on somebody. Didn't tell him where we were going. He's like, cool, followed me. And we went to their house. We pulled up at literally as they were walking out of the door.
His wife asked me to keep him busy for like 6 hours. And I'm like, outside of going to a titty bar, I don't know what to do. And so I'm like, when he came up with this idea to go meet Reaper, which is my former XO, and
His parents,
his
yep.
parents and Kelly Reaper, great dude. He transferred down to Florida, and he went to was it AMI or
Yep.
the AMI
Motorcycle
school,
institution.
and he's a certified Harley mechanic.
Yeah.
And even before that, I mean, here's a guy that I've seen people ride, but this cat on a suicide shift bike can come screaming up next to you, downshift that sucker, and still outride you.
Yeah.
The guy can ride. He's grown up. He's lived his whole life on motorcycles. So he goes down to Florida. He's down there, and then it just turned out to be lucrative for him to stay down there.
Yep.
It was sad to see him go, but he didn't need to do what was best for him. He went down to Florida. Parents were still up here, family, the connections here in Utah. Obviously, if some of you don't remember the name, but Fuzzy Bunny.
Yeah.
It was it's a fairly.
They sell firearms.
They
and
sell
stuff,
firearms,
ammunition,
stuff like
and
that.
whatnot.
So, just the connection to the chapter has always been there, and so
Yeah, Mary.
I'm having to keep him busy for 6 hours. Like, how do I do that? I mean, I already ran him like.
We went all over town.
He goes, "Where are we going?" I'm like, "Let's go over to the Royal," and he goes, "Never heard of it." And I'm like, I take him all the way up there on the east side,
which is closer to their house.
Yeah, so from that, he was just like, "Man, how did you know about this bar?" And I'm like, it's just been here, and and it's Royal Bliss owns the Royal, that kind of thing. And it's anyway, so we're up there, and I'm thinking, how do I keep him? I still got to keep him busy for a couple more hours, and it's just crazy. And then he just shoots up next to me, and he kind of gives me the hand and arm, and like, we're going this way, and I'm like,
Okay.
I know where you're going.
No, it was the weirdest thing. Like
I know where he's going.
I
And
had a feeling that we needed to go and talk to him, check in on him, make sure everything was good. Because I told Reaper, and before he left, and I said, hey, you know what? And K-Bar did the same thing. We'll take care of your parents while you're gone, right? I mean, they're a little bit older, but I mean, still spry. Yeah. But I had a feeling we needed to go and check on them.
And what was funny is we pull up
as they're walking out.
As they're walking out the front door,
immediately starts crying.
Oh, she just
starts
to see us.
Bawling.
She couldn't believe we were there. I mean, the flip side to what that led to was for one of our members, because we don't hand out, even though IMBK is the overarching structure. But the brother-to-brother patch, you don't get that unless you go earn it. Right there. So you've got to go earn it. You've got to do something to say, I went out of my way. I helped and I did something in my AO. And it just turned out that
They had a project.
And it was just
They got
really
a
super
couple,
cool.
but yeah. Needless to say, we're helping them Saturday. We're going to go say hi to them. Reaper's going to be in town. We're going to do a ride by, shake hands, kiss some babies.
Yeah.
Everything's
Shout out
good.
to Reaper. He's coming in tonight.
He's already in. He was in last night at 9.
Nope, he comes in tonight. No.
He told me he was there last night at 9.
Nope, tonight at 9.
Besides the point.
Yeah,
Before,
who cares? He's going to be here this weekend.
Before we do this, one last time.
I get a free fridge out of the deal.
I get a couple.
Well, they're moving, and so he's like,
You call it. Brian,
Yeah.
you're going to call it. Okay?
Sounds good.
Brian called.
You're going to call it. Last one for the night.
Big one.
Big one.
Let's go tails.
God, everybody's calling tails and it goes heads, so.
Hey, if he gets it, everyone else has to do a shot.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh,
So you
so-
called
yeah.
tails?
Yep.
J-
Does that mean I have to do 5 shots?
Oh,
if I
it's
don't?
tails. Brian, you're on the hook. No, it's on you.
Yeah, it's on you, bro.
Just-
You got to
gotta
take
the
one.
shot. You gotta
Oh,
take
no,
the
Yeah.
I'm
shot.
saying if I get it, do I have to do one for each of
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Oh, shit, pass that down.
Challenge?
Did-
Give him his bottle.
Didn't
He's got
he
his
say
bottle.
tails?
Well-
Yeah, but if you call it, you get to take the shot.
Yeah.
Ah.
So while Brian's taking a shot, appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
K-Bar did a great job interviewing everybody. It's a little tougher when we have more people in the room,
It's
but at the same time, do your thing, boss. Chip.
obviously everybody that supports us.
Thank you.
We want you to know that we want to give you something like that in the military, a challenge coin or a unit coin or something that represents the unit. And honestly, for Brian and yourself, if you were somewhere that you absolutely needed help and you came across CVMA and you were able to produce, this is who I know and this is why I know them, it allows you to know others outside of 491, and you guys are just, you're supported as much as you support us, and so thank you.
I really
Please
appreciate
cherish.
that.
Free drink anywhere you're at.
You know.
Oh, you get a hug. You get a hug.
Look at that, buddy.
It's got to be the beard. Hey, one last thing real quick. If you were going to give him a new road name,
No.
what does he
She
look
doesn't-
like?
she
What does he
doesn't.
look like? Well, like just look
No.
right here. If he was, what does he look like? If you were going to give him like a porn star name.
K-Bar. I mean, like,
I
Damn
knife
it.
I just knife it, buddy. Just right in there, man.
We got a running thing going.
fair.
Does he
No, so-
look like a silver fox to you?
well, I mean, like,
So here's
Brian,
what
you need to go outside.
dude. They have been
I'm taking my shot first.
they have been trying for so long to get the third one, but they can't find the person that just walks up to me and just honestly says, "Man, you're a silver fox." So it's happened twice,
In the same day.
and they need the third, and then I'll change my road name
To Silver
to
Fox.
Silver Fox.
well, can't you just have that underneath it?
He can sew it on the inside of his vest.
Oh, it'll be my code name
Yeah.
between just me and you.
So
And I'm Rochelle.
appreciate Rachel, Brian.
Rachel, whichever one you want.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
feel lucky enough to be on the podcast with you. Appreciate what you're doing for CVMA.
Yeah.
Trifecta Inc. If you haven't got one of these wristbands, I had one in my vest.
Trifectainc.com.
Yeah, trifectainc.com.
Close us out, boss.
Hey, everybody, thank you for being a part of this. We've taken some time in between our last podcast and this one. State Rally,
IMBK.
IMBK,
Boots back home.
Boots Back Home. For a chapter, we are in such a good financial position. We want to help veterans in
If
our
the
AO.
IRS is watching, though,
No,
we're
hey, we want to help our veterans in our AO.
Yep.
And that's what we're here to do. And we have that ability moving into next year. Great hosts and sponsors like yourself. It allows us to do what we need to do. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for letting us.
It's our
Yeah,
pleasure.
absolutely.
Totally.
And I don't know how to what.
Oh,
button-
we're gonna. But last but not least, we want to give a shout out to Gash. for allowing us to be in his home, in his man cave. If you didn't know, this is his man cave. But without him and
pretty
Joe
nice
D,
setup.
You want to get on the turntable?
yeah, I actually want to get on the turntable. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without them and having this area for us.
This is a lot of gear and equipment that we just. If we didn't have access to this, we couldn't bring this message forward to all of the veterans within the state of Utah. And we do know that there are other chapters that are kind of taking note of this, and they're picking up on what we're throwing down.
Yep.
And
we're gonna jumpstart this again.
Yeah, and if we
get back into it
as we get through the holidays, definitely on as hard as the holidays can be, we want to. And we will get back to our regular scheduled program.
Christmas party in December is going to be a November-December thing for the chapter combined meeting. I'm going to turn it back over to Gash, brother. I appreciate again.
Absolutely.
K-Bar, it's always a pleasure.
Let's give it over to Gash. And
I call my mother-in-law Ratchely. So I'm going to give it back to Gash.
I've been called Rachel before.
Ratchely?
Rachel.
Gash, let's close it out, and thank you everybody for tuning in to us.
I wanted my 5 minutes of fame, but that's like, man, did you spit on this damn microphone?
I know, man. It's like he's been drooling on it.
It's just like wet.
Well, look who he's no, dude. Look who he was talking to.
No,
He's
I actually had a phone call from work.
work.
I actually had a phone call from work. I'm sorry.
No,
It's all good though. Hey, we want to thank
all that kind of good stuff.
We want to thank Tirfecta Inc. for being our special guest today, because without you guys, IMBK wouldn't be as great.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, we do, and we will be putting out the word to the rest of the chapters about you guys and your work, because I think it's top notch.
Absolutely.
So with that said, what you got?
No, close us out. We're done.
All right. Well, I think we're going to close it down from here. Look for us more in the cold months, because we'll have more time to do this. Obviously, the writing months, we don't have as much time, but if you got any closing remarks, go ahead and say them right now if you want. You want to plug your business again? Or?
I'm good.
All righty. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out, and we'll see you next time right here on the CVMA Utah 49-1 podcast.